there could be a tornado with these storms. Right now, we don't have strong evidence of that, but we're getting close to having evidence of that, very close to Pickensville. And let me just say this. If you were in Carrollton, in Pickens County, I would go ahead right now and just go to a safe place. There's no tornado warning. But out of respect for the environment we have right now and out of respect to the radar signature, I think it would probably be the best if you live in Carrollton just to maybe wake up your child and just get them in the bathroom and just tell them it's going to be okay. We just need to sit in here for about 30 minutes. And you can take a nap. You can sleep on the floor. You can sleep in the bathtub if you want to. But get them into a small room, and this will be gone in no time, 15, 20, 30 minutes. But a very decent-looking signature is about to come up on Carrollton. In fact, let's go back to Internet 1. I'll show you what I'm seeing right here. All right. This is Carrollton right here. This is Pickensville right here, and that is broad. It is not tight. It is not the classic tornado signature. It's not. But again, I think out of respect to the environmental conditions we have and that signature, just as a course of least regret, what are you going to lose? A little bit of sleep maybe. So if you're in Carrollton, you just might want to go to a safe place. That's the county seat of Pickens County, the face in the window town. You've seen the face in the window.
Yes. It may be tough to sleep through that storm going on right now.
That face in the window is probably freaking out right now because of all that lightning down there. But again, that's what it looks like on the velocity display, which is pretty indicative of storm rotation here. And this is coming off the Columbus Air Force Base radar. And that signature should be pretty close to Carrollton by about right now. Oh, yeah. All right, there's I'm about to say the new scan is about to come in, and there it is. So, again, that's just what we have here. Let's go back to the radar, the graphic system here. This is the rain, the reflectivity. And the other thing is tremendous is the lightning output with this thing, just tremendous. And I wonder, Brian, if we point that Tuscaloosa Skycam west, we can see that lightning from the...
Well, that's what I was just doing. And
let's take that Skycam there. Might be too far away.
I overshot just a little bit.
Clouds might be too low. Visibility is not especially good.
Yeah, I overshot, got a little too far to the southwest.
And again, getting a lot of reports of widespread power outages in Coleman.
There we go.
From gradient winds, not thunderstorm winds. All right. And again, as we're not going to see anything off this. I just want to see what the lightning looked like. But the visibility is very poor tonight. Even if this were daytime, you're not going to be able to see much till it gets right up on you. We've still got about, 4 hours before the sun comes up. So we're going to be working in darkness here for a while. This is one of these nasty ODAWN 30 severe weather events where visibility is a problem. There you go. You can see some of the lightning back on the western horizon. And understand, this warning does not include the city of Tuscaloosa. This polygon warning, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. It includes the northern part of the county, northern part of Lake Tuscaloosa, north side, Brownville, Moores Bridge. That's the part of the county that's involved in this warning. And again, it's a severe thunderstorm warning. But out of respect to what I'm seeing on radar, we advise people in Carrollton to just go to a safe place for a brief time. We'll give you an all clear in about 10 or 15 minutes, and you can go right back to sleep. But you should have been, you should be awake now with that warning that blasted on your weather radio or your smartphone app. And please understand, we encourage everybody, don't rely on sirens. I feel like I say that every day, but a lot of people still don't hear me. They think that should be their main way of getting a warning, and it should never be. That should be your last resort. Your first resort should be a weather radio and a smartphone app, that combination. We think that's the best way to go. Here's a new tornado warning. Let's see what we got here, Brian. This just in.
Jackson?
This is out of
Noxubee.
Jackson. Yeah, it's not out of Birmingham. This is for Noxubee County, Mississippi. This is for the second storm. Let's back that thing up. Let's back down into Mississippi. We'll show you that one. This is a storm that is capable of producing a tornado near Prairie Point, Mississippi, moving northeast at 45.
There's the warnings.
Okay, yeah, there's storm number 1, and this is storm number 2, okay? So the new one
Is storm 1, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The most lightning output is still down here. This is the one we watched we watched this one at Forest, Mississippi. It's been steadily moving northeast.
But you know, the reflectivity on that second one, well, the one you labeled as number 1, the reflectivity on radar scope along with the couplet on radar scope are very impressive.
Yeah, let's go to Internet 1. Okay. This is this circulation coming up toward Carrollton. That's the second circulation behind it that's prompted this small tornado warning here in Mississippi. So really, there's 2 circulations. We've got the one near Carrollton, Alabama, and the one across the state line in Mississippi. And understand that both of those are fairly impressive, and both of those are to be respected. There is no tornado warning for Pickens County yet. I've advised people in Carrollton, just out of respect to the signature you see there, to go to a safe place. But then we got the second one coming up from east of Macon, Mississippi. That'll be coming up on Pickensville and Memphis, Alabama. And yes, there is a Memphis, Alabama. There is no Beale Street, but there is a Memphis that is in Pickens County. It's on the state line. So again, circulation number 1, circulation number 2. There is a warning for this one. There is not a warning for that one. But, you know, at this point, I'd rather be safe than sorry, and that's why we're advising people in Carrollton here to be in a safe place from this, and we'll keep an eye on that and see how it goes. And while we got this thing up, look at that. Look at the one near DeKalb. It looks good, too. That's DeKalb, Mississippi, and that's going to be crossing the state line. So we've basically got 3 good circulations on radar at this point. Wow, look at this one now. Look at this thing over here approaching Pickens County around Memphis.
Yes.
Right here.
That has really, really tightened.
That's the best circulation. This is still broad. The one near Carrollton, very broad.
Very broad.
That's tightened up, and again, that's going to be approaching the community of Memphis, Alabama.
Jackson said 80 knot differential across there.
He's got a delta V of 80 knots, gate to gate, for Noxubee County, Mississippi, and again, that storm with an 80 knot delta, which is pretty impressive, is about to cross the state line. So I would not be shocked if at any moment we had a tornado warning for Pickens County. And again, this circulation is broad right here. There's no doubt this storm is spinning like a top, but whether there's anything down, kind of questionable. But again, out of respect for that, we advised everybody in Carrollton to go to a safe place right here. That thing is tighter than a tick's fanny. And what that's going to do, it's going to come right across the state line right here. And again, that's the community of Memphis, and that will keep moving northeast. And these are hanging in there. So a broad circulation at Carrollton, a very tight circulation coming up on the community of Memphis. All right, here's tornado warning for Pickens. We got it now.
Yep.
All right. We just knew it was a matter of time. We have a tornado warning now for Pickens County until 2:45. A tornado was near Memphis, moving northeast at 45. And that is it. So again, very tight circulation. We're going to be coming. There's the state line. And again, the way the Weather Service radar works, it does a volume scan. It has to go through various tilts and it calculates data, and then it sends it off in a batch. And again, that circulation should be at about Memphis right now. And again, let's go to our graphic system. Let me show the polygon, Brian. Let me show you who's in and who's out of the tornado warning for Pickens. All right. This is your tornado warning. Let's drop it a little farther south, get that, there we go. All right. The tornado warning for Pickens includes Carrollton. Now, we've already advised people in Carrollton to go to a safe place, but that was from the lead circulation. Understand there's a lead circulation that'll be coming up on the 82 corridor soon. It does include Aliceville. It just clips Reform, but it does include Gordo. This is Gordo right here. And again, tornado warnings are polygon based. They're not for an entire county. Tornadoes are small. Counties are huge. So there's no need to warn an entire county, and that's why we like the smartphone apps, because it knows where you are. If you're in this red box, you get a warning. If you're up here, you don't. Where the weather radio, those are county-based still, and many of the sirens are county-based. So that's your polygon warning right there. So let's go back to Internet 1, and the reason we're kind of working off this.
Your image on Internet 1 has not updated. Mine has. It's right on and just on the north side of Memphis.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure why your image is 4 minutes older than mine.
That's probably because I've got Noah and you've got Allison House.
Oh, I bet you.
And I'll fix that here in a minute.
It actually is just where the M is in Memphis on the map. There is where it is, actually.
Right there. So that is over here. And again, it's coming on up like this. This is Carrollton right here. So let's go back to the graphic system. And again, this is a nicer graphical form. We'll put the radar data back on here. Of course, Tuscaloosa over here. No severe weather in Tuscaloosa County at the moment, although this batch of storms will cross over into northern Tuscaloosa County. And see that inflow notch right there?
Yes.
You know, we've seen that rotation right here. And again, I'm just telling you, of course, now we've got the tornado warning, so it doesn't really matter. But you've got the circulation. There's a donut hole right there. That's a beware. We got a donut hole and a possible tornado at Memphis. And I'm just telling you, there could be a circulation right here. So if you're in Gordo, clearly go to a safe place. A lot of people are waking up now, and there's no need to panic. If you need to get the kids up, just tell them, hey, you know, we need to take about a 30-minute little, we're going to take an adventure in the bathroom or in the closet or in the hall where we're going to stretch out. You can sleep here, but just get them out of the bedroom and get them into a hall. So many times. I could walk you through event after event after event where you see clearly that this stuff really works. Goodness, I've got about 10,000 pictures from last year, and I can show you getting into that hall really, really, really does work. So if you're watching us in Carrollton, in Aliceville, in Gordo, we want you, or anywhere near those cities, just get into a hall, closet, bathroom. If your house has 2 floors, don't go up, you go down. Got a basement, that's best. Always the best priority, it's underground. And we'll get through this. So again, evidence of maybe circulation here and evidence of circulation here, and both of these are moving in this direction. The northern circulation should pass well to the north of the city of Tuscaloosa. There's no tornado warning for Tuscaloosa County, none right now. The second one is farther south, and it might be a little closer to the city of Tuscaloosa. We'll just see. You know, a lot of times when you've got these things within that cluster, they're hard to maintain. But the good
passing about halfway between McMullen and Pickensville.
Yeah.
That couplet.
And you know, I don't see any damage reports. And we got a lot of eyeballs around thanks to Twitter and Facebook now. And a lot of people, you know, I'm telling you, Brian, for years and years, how many times do we struggle to get reports out of Pickens?
Yes.
But now, with the communication we have now, we can do that. And again, I don't see any damage reports. But having said that, this is a fairly sparsely populated part of Alabama. So that's the situation here at this point. But we've got, again, just to give you an update, a broad circulation between Carrollton and Gordo. Broad, not tight. There's not a tornado warning for this. This is a tighter circulation back off to the south and west, and both of these are moving northeast, okay? Let me get my computer out of the way here. This is Tuscaloosa, and really, it seems like both of those are in a trajectory to stay north of the city of Tuscaloosa and Northport. But again, sometimes storms want to turn to the right of the mean flow, and that would maybe take them closer. So we'll just see how it goes. But, you know, we talked about 2:30 is the time. Here's a new tornado warning. Let's see what we got here. This is going to be out of Jackson for Kemper, Lauderdale, and Newton. Let's back up and go down toward Meridian, Brian. And this is another storm down here that's going to cause problems. There's the polygon right there. Let's back it out some more. All right, yep. This is the new warning, and again, this will include the city of Meridian, basically downtown Meridian and points north. A lot of people are watching us on the stream right now. So this is for parts of Newton and Lauderdale counties right here, and the far south, southeastern part of Kemper County right here. This northern part of Kemper County is under a warning for the storm that's actually crossed over into Alabama right now. So a lot of things happening, but again, we're focusing on Pickens County because that is the one county in our state that's under a tornado warning. So we'll go up north again. This is Sumter, and again, a lot of people watching us in Sumter, we're aware of that, but there's the situation here. And let's go to Birmingham. I want to look at it from a different angle.
Yes.
We're going to change from GWX to Birmingham. And again, there's evidence of that notch right in here. See that? And again, you just have to wonder if something might be going on here. And then back in the back, there's the second one. And both of these are showing rotation. Coming off this radar, it doesn't look that good. We're still getting pretty good indication, though, from Columbus. Let's go to the Internet 1 behind me. And, yeah, there we go. This is the tornadic circulation that is now between Memphis and Pickensville. And here's this broader circulation. And again, that is really tight. That looks like there could be a tornado down in the western part of Pickens County, maybe between Carrollton and Aliceville now. Again, more than likely that is probably in here. Carrollton, Aliceville. This broad circulation is closer to Gordo. And again, the warning is for that circulation, but you have to respect that circulation, and everybody in that polygon needs to be in a safe place. That's the bottom line right here. So let me scan through the Skywatcher chat. And again, we do have a number of our, we got these train spotters, and we always go to the train spotters first because they have been trained by Brian at Storm Alert Extreme. And at this point, don't quite see any reports. Brian, you got anything from your end?
No, I sure don't, James. So I was trying to scan through them all too.
Yeah.
Lots of information, but nothing related to.
Now let's go to let's look at our Tuscaloosa Skycam. Let you kind of walk through that right now.
Yeah, as you pointed out, we've been seeing a good deal of lightning flashes. We're looking west, so we're looking over into Pickens County, and we've been seeing a good number of flashes on this. But of course, right there we go. There's one. Right now, of course, it's defying my description of what I've been seeing on it, but definitely very active. And of course, we were seeing that on the graphic system too. A lot of cloud-to-ground lightning in that particular storm. Of course, we're too far away to be able to see anything in the way of, and I doubt with the low clouds and the rain that you're going to be able to see a lot anyway. But certainly, you can see on the graphic system, you can see all that lightning that's going on. Actually, it's looking like I probably need to bring the Tuscaloosa Skycam back up to the northwest a little more, doesn't it? The way that storm is moving. And it was peak gusts of 34 miles an hour still at Tuscaloosa. Not related to any thunderstorms. That's just related to the gradient wind, the pressure gradient wind that's been going on here.
And again, for those people in the Birmingham Metro, this stuff's not going to affect the Birmingham Metro for about another hour, okay? This is about an hour out. So everybody's asking for times, and understand what you see here in Pickens County. This is about 65 airline miles west of downtown Birmingham. It's going to take about an hour to affect the Birmingham Metro. So here we are coming up on 2:30. We talked about Tuscaloosa being affected about 2:30, and that's about right. Birmingham closer to 3:15 to 3:30, something like that. These middle of the night, nasty thunderstorms. There's the big picture. What's amazing to me, we had this squall line that's just died.
It's gone. That is absolutely amazing. I mean, it's just a mere shadow of itself.
And all of these storms have formed in the outflow. And understand, you've got this window rattling thunder going on right now in places like West Point and, places like Addison and places like Carbon Hill and Eldridge and Berry and Gordo and all the way down to Meridian. And within that line, we've got some problems here. And again, the focus we have now is on West Alabama's Pickens County. We're not trying to ignore anybody up here, but there's no signs of any tornado activity. All the problems are down there on the central and southern end of that line. So let's zoom back into Pickens County and probably change back over to BMX, maybe, Brian?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yes.
And
Take
Yeah.
that lightning
Ooh,
off.
boy. It is pouring. It is pouring rain in Gordo. There is a broad circulation here. It is broad and not tight. But again, you are in a polygon warning.